thanks for your attendance this afternoon to preview this Friday's Betfred Super League clash between Leeds Rhinos and Wakefield Trinity here at Emerald Headingley Stadium. If we could have any questions to the head coaches to the top table, and then the players will be available for one-to-one interviews afterwards. Thank you very much.
David, is it about looking to build on the positives from last week at Saints against Wakefield this weekend?
Yeah, it's been like that from round one. You know, a lot of pre-season, a lot of training goes in, but until you're sort of into that competition and that, you know, the wins and losses, so until you're into that sort of mode or grind there, you're not sure how your team's going. But obviously our first 4 games have been, you know, nice and tough. Last week was a pretty physical game. So, but that's all I'll be asked from the players, just to keep improving, and we can only do that on the training park, and then obviously produce it on the field. Will
it be special for you to be back at Headingley, and just how tough has it been with the 4 away games to kick off?
We've always known it. You know, the draw come out, and we've got those 4 games, and because of the stadium being rebuilt, that was how it was going to be. So we knew what we were in for. So it'd be great to come back to Headingley, and obviously our first home game. We played here Boxing Day, so you know we were expecting a very good crowd and a very good game.
Chris, an important first win last week. Again for you, is it important to build on that now? Yeah, it is.
I think we've been good the last couple of weeks. We got taught a real lesson down in London, and you know, attitudes weren't where they needed to be in that game. And it's this time of the year, it's all about trying to get some points on the board. We won ugly last week, and you know, I'll take an ugly win this week as well. But you know, I've been really impressed with Leeds. They've had it tough these first 4 rounds, but every single game that they've been in, they've you know, last week they were very, very unlucky not to come away with a result. So yeah, we know there's not a great deal in the 2 sides. It's a local derby, and you know, our boys will be up for it. I'm sure Dave's boys will be up for it as well.
How big a threat is Conrad Hurrell?
He's a big human being, isn't he? But I've been really impressed with Conrad and Trent Merrin, and also Tom Briscoe as well. I think Tom Briscoe's been carrying the ball really well, and you know, structure. They look like they've got a hell of a lot more structure than what they've probably had in recent years, and they're exciting to watch. So yeah, it's going to be a test for not just for Riesling, but you know, 1 to 17 this week. They're a team that's playing well. They'll be disappointed that they've only got that 1 win, but like I said earlier, they've been in every single game that they've played, and they've had the rough end of the draw. So it's going to be a great game. I can't wait to play it. Always enjoyed playing here, and certainly enjoy coaching here as well.
David, what's the latest with Stevie Ward and Jack Walker? We saw them both leave the field on Friday. Have you had any update?
Yeah, a little bit of an update. Stevie's just having a look, gone to the specialist, so you know, he's definitely not playing there this week. It's just how long and what needs to be done. So I won't know till later on this afternoon on what sort of procedure. I think at this stage it may need an operation. It's just what they're actually going to do. So that's no good for Stevie. He's been really look. He's been tremendous for us in the games, and he's been playing in that middle unit there. That's been you know, very good go forward and very strong defence. So you know, no doubt. Obviously, it gives another an opportunity to someone else in the team there to play that role. But I'm just hoping for Stevie that it all goes well this afternoon.
And Jack Walker, obviously, he was taken off in the final moments against St Helens. How's he?
I'm going to give it to him. You know, he's got it was a hamstring issue. I think he will play, but he didn't train yesterday. The boys aren't training today, but he'll train. You know, if he can train tomorrow, then that'll give us a real good good insight to how the injury is. But at this, you know, at this stage, I'm expecting he should be able to get through going on tomorrow, hopefully.
You'll have James Donaldson available, I suspect, after the concussion which ruled him out last week. Is anyone else close to returning? Carl Ablett, Jamie Jones?
Yeah, both, but it's their first probably full week that they've been back on the training park and been involved in opposed type situations. So although it's great to have those 2 guys there in the mix, and you know, the experience that they've both had, we're obviously also got to look at is are they fully ready to go and being able to handle, because what we're seeing the first 4 games, in particular the way obviously Wakefield played there, the games are fast, so we've just got to make sure they're prepared for that.
Is Dom Crosby in the same position?
No, Dom's got a little bit longer. He's only just completed probably 2 sessions, but not with the team. It's still under guidance there with our medical staff.
Chris, did you have a look at the stadium on the way in?
No, I didn't, but we played here. We had a game Boxing Day, didn't we? It was fantastic. I was expecting that stand to be done, actually. I thought that we were opening of that stand, but no, it's a great facility, isn't it? And hopefully over the next couple of years, we get some kind of test match here as well. So yeah, it's a fantastic stadium, great pitch to play on, and looking forward to getting out there Friday.
Have you got any selection issues?
Well, it's going to be very difficult, very hard for me to change a great deal from the weekend. But having said that, we'll bring Paulie into the 19 this week. He's trained now for the last 2.5 weeks with the team. So there's a chance that big Paulie might play. But like I said, there's 17 blokes that played last week that probably need rewarding as well. So we'll make a final call on Thursday, Team Monday.
Are you thinking of putting Paulie on Conrad?
That would be a good matchup.
Or David Fafita. He's got a choice.
Yeah, listen. If he's obviously got we need to get a little bit more work into Paul. He's been out 5-6 weeks, but like I said, he'll come into the 19, and yeah, it'll be a great matchup, won't it, on that right edge. But young James Batchelor's gone really well for us the last couple of weeks. So yeah, we'll see. There's a few selection headaches certainly on Thursday when we come to name the team.
David, there's been some speculation on the other side of the world that Melbourne have been in touch with a number of clubs in Super League and looking to move some of their players on. Have you guys been contacted? Have you any interest in bringing anyone in at this stage, or are you happy with what you've got squad-wise?
I'm happy with what we've got at the moment. I think one of the names there we were linked to was Cassiano, but that's not right. At this stage here, we're sort of. Well, my focus has been obviously the team I've got here, and just having a look at the strengths and weaknesses, and I think the pleasing thing is just the way that the squad has been adapting to some change, change on how we train and the change on how we play. So that's my focus at the moment.
Are you happy with what you've seen from your squad then on a week-to-week basis? You've sort of preached the message for gradual improvement. Do you think you're getting that on a weekly basis? Oh,
no doubt. It's all about again learnings as well. I thought last week there was a couple of opportunities there, or we probably let ourselves down in a couple of areas there where Saints were able to sort of take advantage of that. But I really liked the first half, how we fought our way back into the game and got some really good points on Saints. We were unlucky in a few areas, but if we can sort of improve on that each week, I'd be very happy. And no doubt we've got a very good challenge. Cheesy's done a great job with Wakefield, and watched the game last week, and unlucky against St Helens as well. So I think it's going to be a terrific game, and I think both coaches will be looking forward to preparing their team the best way and blow the whistle.
Dave, you were quite diplomatic after the game on Friday about some decisions. You said you'd go through the right channels. Have you done that, and can you tell us if there was any feedback?
Yeah, I'm actually I spoke to Steve Ganson there today. And it's just a bit of also a little bit of clarity on not so much, but it's just some rules there that it may be a little bit different to NRL, but not too far off. But I'm just getting that understanding. But certainly I'll get an opportunity to speak to him again on this afternoon, just about on a couple of which I sort of just asked about. But I think we've got to be. It's very easy to. I wasn't happy, but it's very easy to sort of point the finger, and I think we, as a game in the whole, there we've got to encourage the referees, and we've got to look after them. But you know, there's accountability on coaches, there's accountability on players, and there's accountability on referees, which needs to be, you know, I suppose in the right forum. So not completely happy yet, but I'll just clear a couple of decisions there, which will be done this afternoon, and then just move on, because you know, I say to the players, you can't change that. So we just got to.
Sorry, would you like to see 2 referees come in?
I think you would have noticed the game that they're fast, and I think obviously with the rule changes there, 8 interchanges, trying to sort of speed the game up. I think when it first came into Australia there, everyone was a bit sceptical, and me included. But certainly, whilst the game is into that, going in that direction, and the speed of the game, I wouldn't be against it. I would be probably looking at, and I think we need to judge that at the end of the season. There's no use jumping on it now, but certainly like any team, any organisation, you want to look at how you can improve the product and improve the game. If it means that the game is getting away, well, you know, the extra referee and that assistant in the ruck there to be able to make sure that they nail the calls, well, you know, you wouldn't be against it if it makes our game better.
I think there's talk about in trials, weren't there, Chris? Have you heard anything mentioned about having games?
I think they're still trialling it, aren't they? In reserve games or academy, yeah. We had a coaches meeting 3-4 months ago and said they were going to trial it. Not heard anything since.
Can we get your thoughts on the situation at Widnes? Do you fear for them a little bit at the moment?
Yeah, it's a sad situation that they're that they're in. There's a lot of history there, a lot of tradition, and World Cup champion. I remember that World Cup championship. I think 88 or 89 against Canberra, and it's such a sad state of affairs to see. You know, such a successful club over the years to go into administration. It's not the first. You know, it's not the first big club over the last 3 or 4 years. We've seen Bradford fall by the wayside as well, and it's not nice to see people lose their jobs, lose their livelihoods. So hopefully something gets sorted there with Widnes. I've seen there's a lot of fans getting behind, raised a lot of money. So hopefully, there's something happens there very shortly, or else we could see a great club like Widnes lost from rugby league altogether.
David, how impressed are you with what's been done on the stadium here so far, and how much of a difference is that going to make to your team on the field when it's full of fans supporting your side?
Team performance, I think, the question on the stadium, tremendous. There's no doubt that they've, the Caddick Group and Leeds, and they've really had a look at what are the best stadiums, what do they look like, and the efforts that's been put in and the design, it's tremendous. For the team, I think we're going to keep building, and then obviously with a bit more success and a bit more wins, getting a bigger crowd. It's always been a great venue there. Chesy mentioned it earlier. I know for myself there, just playing in front of the crowd here, it's always been quite special for me as a player. But as a coach there, just seeing the team running out in a packed stadium, that'd be great. Great for the players, great for the fans.